Hello and welcome to the Game Timers YouTube channel. I'm Max and today we are reviewing the game Minion Masters. Minion Masters is a tower defense game really at its core. Players take control of a custom created deck of cards that when played spawn creatures or minions that will either attack or defend. The goal is to destroy your opponent's tower before they destroy yours. Along with reviewing this game, I'll be rating the 5 different elements listed below and giving each a grade of 1 to 10, 1 being bad and 10 being the best. All grades are subjective and are my personal thoughts based on my time playing this game. Also, at the end of the video, I'll be awarding an overall letter grade to the game as well. The first element we are grading on is the story, and Minion Masters really has no story. There's a single player element or a PvE element, but it doesn't really have a traditional storyline it follows. Many of the minions have very minor backstory or character elements that are worked into their cards. But that honestly is really it. So very simply, we're grading the story as a 2. The second element we grade on is graphics. Minion Masters has some great card art, don't get me wrong, and detailed 3D models as well. There are so many minions in the game to choose from, and you need to be able to recognize each of them quickly, and it's extremely paramount that you do. Minion Masters does a great job with color schemes and overall design. The graphics, they're getting an 8. The third element is gameplay. Minion Masters has a simple design for its gameplay. 10 cards in your deck, 4 cards in your hand. Choose where and who you want to play and hit the corresponding button. Simple mechanics, simple execution. Next, you watch as your played minions take to battle. Fun to watch and experience. Not always great because Minion Masters has its share of issues, from disconnects to lag to bogged down frames per second when too many monsters or minions are being played or on the board at one time. Some of these issues are insignificant. Some of these issues are quite difficult to handle, especially when they cost you the match. That can result in ranked games or important games just coming straight out as losses. Overall, this is a very fun game. For me, gameplay gets a 6.
Masters, get ready! Duel!
The fourth element is sound. Minion Masters has a very simple sound design. Calm music, nothing too loud or obnoxious. The minions have a spawn noise or an attack noise, and the sound effects are generally on point to the style of attack that the minions have. Nothing bad really to say here. Simple, solid sound effects and music. Sound gets a 5. The fifth and final element is playability. Playability is the replay or finish factor the game has. Minion Masters has a high replay ability or replay likelihood because of the ranking system and the sheer amount of unlockable minions to get. You start with very few minions when you first load up or first start the game. The more you play, the more you unlock, or the more you spend, the more you unlock. The more cards you get, the better strategies you can employ, and the more fun you can have with the game. Playability gets a 7. In review, story gets a 2. Graphics get an 8. Gameplay a 6. Sound a 5. Playability a 7. That averages out to a 5.6. The lack of story really hurt Minion Masters and really lowered its overall score. But Minion Masters is a well-crafted, well-thought-out game. It is worth your while. Try it out, especially if you're getting bored to death on all these Royale shooters or shooters in general. With that said, I give Minion Masters a B-. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. If you did like this content, please remember to hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below if you agree with our grades and our ranks, and we will be throwing out more content like this hopefully in the future. We would love to just kind of see how this goes. This was very labor intensive for someone who's not very experienced in the editing market, but we're glad you watched. We're glad you stuck around to the end. We'll catch you on the next video. With that said, later guys, and keep on gaming.